What's going on, you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to another One Take review, and this is my review of The Darkest Mind, starring Amanda Stenberg. Is that how you say her name? Stenberg. I said Stenberg, but yeah, starring Amanda Stenberg. She's one of like my favorite upcoming actresses. I think the movie for me that really did it for me was Everything, Everything. I really enjoyed that movie a lot. And then she got the movie coming out uh, pretty soon. The Hate You Give. I'm really looking forward to seeing that as well. So yeah, I really enjoy her work. But this movie is pretty much about like kids in the world have got this like disease to where like they pretty much get like superpowers. They get super strength. I mean, not super strength, but super intelligence, which is like greens. They able to manipulate people's minds, read minds, change also people's memory. Those are like oranges, breathe fire. Those are like reds, and there's also golds and blues. I think the golds can pretty much manipulate electricity, and the blues can use telekinesis. So the her story happens where she gets separated from her family. I guess you could kind of say she's separated from her family, and like she's sent to like this camp. She's an orange, which oranges and reds are very dangerous. So they typically killed on sight. But she was able to manipulate to where people think she's a green, and so either way it goes, one day they find out that she's an orange. 6 years later, to the future, so now she has to escape. So she does that, and she meets up with a couple other kids. A kid named Liam, Chubbs, and Zoo. So Zoo or Sue, she's Chinese. So I don't know if it's Sue or Zoo. Either way it goes, now they're on this journey to find like this safe haven that is for children, and that they take children in. And like you kind of seen this stuff before, to like, oh, the world is a bad place for certain people, and then but there's this safe haven for them to go and live. And that's pretty much the story. And then you have the story of these four kids, and they don't know she's an orange. She's telling them she's a green. You know what I'm saying? And so you have this drawing, and you kind of have like this love story between her and this character, Liam. And I enjoyed that part. I enjoyed their powers. The effects in it is cool. All of that stuff is cool. Only issue I have with it is the world, because they don't. This movie doesn't do enough explaining of the world. Like because they're off riding around. I like they're in a van at one point in time. You really never see any other cars riding around. They go to a mall, and the mall is completely like abandoned, and you thinking to yourself, and they say it in the movie, like most of the parents moved to the city to find work, but they don't explain how how long a person, I mean, does when a kid become an adult, do they get to go back out into society, or what happens to the effects of the parents who lost their kid? They don't explain any of this. They don't show it. And I think that's probably the biggest problem. I don't know if other people had that problem with this. The story is kind of cliche, but I enjoyed it because I enjoyed the character. So I can deal with a subpar story if I enjoy the character. I just think the biggest flaw is the world, and you really want to see the world. You don't know who's at war with who or what's going on. You have people. You don't know if this what's going on. Like I feel like this story was so big and so broad. Well, I feel like the premise was so big and so broad, but we didn't get to see any of that. And I think it leaves you with so many questions about so many things that really never get answered in the movie at all. But like I said, I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed their event. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm enjoyed the journey that these kids was on. It kind of feels like X-Men, you know what I'm saying, but a lesser X-Men. Like I said, the effects and stuff, I dug them a lot. Like I said, the movie for me works. I just feel like so much stuff needed more explaining. Maybe I don't know if you necessarily needed more time to do it, or what. And I kind of feel like the movie wanted to be like, hey, we gonna make this. And I wanted it to be more contained. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to kind of be like just this movie. But I kind of feel like they want to leave it. They left the door open for like sequels and stuff. I feel like it would have did better on Netflix. I feel like this is something you watch or you really, really want to see on Netflix. Because I think when it come on Netflix, or if it goes to Netflix, people are really going to watch it more and discover it more a lot. More than, because it reminds me kind of like a Bright, you know what I'm saying? But a lower budget Bright in a way, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this worked more, even though both of them you needed to expand and see the state of the world and understand things more. I think this one, since the budget was so small, I think it was like $34 million. I think this would have worked more on Netflix, and people would have been clamoring for a second one more on there. Because in theaters, I think it bombed. I don't think it's getting a sequel, and now I'm left having questions. Because I enjoy, like I said, I enjoyed the characters, and I want to see more of them. But I don't think I'm going to get that chance now, and now I will never know exactly. I never understand the world like I wanted to, and I think I needed to enjoy this movie as much as I wanted to. I just said a lot of shit, but yeah, like I said, man, it's cool. It's a cool watch though. I do think you can watch it if you kind of like throw some of that stuff out the window. You can get past that, and I know I kind of see like I'm going in on it, but I really enjoyed it. Like the entire time, I was like enjoying it. Just I just had a lot of questions about certain things. So I'll have to give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'd say a 6.5, 6.5, 7 out of 10, somewhere around there. But yeah, like I said, I enjoyed this movie a bunch. I think it's better than some of the other stuff I've been seeing lately. You guys let me know what you thought about that in the comments. Hit that like button. Uh, and yeah, I really want to talk about this with like other people because I really haven't seen anybody talking about it too much. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So let's talk about it down in those comments, man. I'll catch up with you guys later.